Hi guys, good morning all. My name is Koti. I have total almost 13 years of experience into data science and the data world, and of course into the Gen AI from last 3 years. Of course, 3 years onwards we are working on the Gen AI part. And I've also developed few products, financial products, and also we have developed one of the product for KSR also. And I have a teaching experience of more than 10 years into data science and Gen AI. Okay, before I go into the actual Gen AI concept and all, what is your expectation from this class? Come on, what you are expecting from this class? No expectations? Chandu?
Yeah,
Ashish? Yeah, go ahead, Chandu.
it's like maybe we can create, our own chatbot, something like that, similar to like ChatGPT, like a mini version, you can say.
Okay, chat GPT or chatbot. Okay, very
Similar,
good.
creating our own LLMs.
With the help of chat GPT or Amazon Q or Gemini AI, you want to create own chat GPT.
Not with the help of ChatGPT, similar to
Mm.
ChatGPT or something like that.
Okay. Let me start with this quite simple motivation to everyone. Why you need to? Have you ever heard about these companies? The people who are in the US probably they heard about these companies. Anyone? How many of you know about these companies? How many of you know about these companies?
Yeah.
Only Yahoo.
Only Yahoo. Nothing else? No one else?
I sharing is
Ah, yeah. I'm sharing my screen. Can you see my screen, right, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. How many of you know about these companies? So let me talk about the Yahoo. The first e-commerce company in the world is Yahoo, currently which is acquired by the Google. Blockbuster is a online video lending shop. Now after YouTube and all, who is watching the videos, who is lending the MySpace, the first social media platform in the world is MySpace and then acquired by the Facebook. So Facebook has inspired from the MySpace. Toys and R is again it is a kind of toy shop. The people kids play the toy shop, retail toy shop, and now after online and all, toy shop also been almost closed. At this point, none of the companies have not existed. Do you know what is the common? Once upon a time, in the respective sales or in the respective domain, these companies are market leaders. These companies are market leaders. So, due to the heavy competition, or due to they are not updated as per the industry standards, they fallen behind for the other competitors. Probably once upon a time. How many know about the Yahoo story? How many know about the Yahoo story? Anyone know about the Yahoo story? Once upon a time, this company has quoted for almost for almost for $600 billion, which is asked by the Google, and then they denied it. Do you know for how much dollar they've said? They sold this company. Any guess? For how many dollars they sold this company? Any guess? For how many dollars Google has acquired this company? Any guess? Ria? Go ahead, Ria. Think. For how many dollars Google has acquired this company?
Lot less than 600 billion.
Not less than 600 billion. No. Google offered once upon a time
5
they
billion.
$3 billion. $3 billion. So when you have market, why I'm talking about this? When you have market for a specific thing, you need to go ahead to learn the thing. If you are in the market, you need to update with the latest technologies, right? So similarly, these companies fail to see the technological disruption coming their way. Because of that, they got failed in their respective domain. Similarly, can you think about another example like Nokia? Similarly, can you think about BlackBerry phone? Similarly, other thing called Kodak. These are some of the example. So why I'm telling about this? Always remember the point. You have to be updated with respect to the market technological trends. If you are not following the technological trends as per the market, highly likely chances you fall behind for the other colleagues of your respective colleagues. Okay, let's come to the point of generative AI. Okay, let's listen this one. Can you hear? Can you hear, guys? Everyone, can you hear what I said? Are you able to hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Is something coming up? We can't hear.
Sorry,
Not.
sorry.
We can't hear it. Like if it is reading, we can't
Is
hear.
it? You're not able to hear? Let me stop and share it again. Share sound optimized for video sharing. Okay, now can you try? One second. I think something I on. Share it. Okay, listen.
Where every
What
game is a
about now, Chandu?
thrilling brawl.
Yep.
India plays
Yes,
with
now
heart
we
and
can
pride,
hear.
and
Okay.
every
Listen carefully now.
the passion and spirit of cricket in India, bound by the spirit of cricket, in every corner, on every street, where young dreams and passions meet, there echoes a sound both soft and loud of willow meeting leather amid the crowd. From maidens vast to gullies small, where every game is a thrilling brawl, India
Mm-hmm.
plays with heart and pride in every match on every side. From dusty grounds to stadiums grand, where legends rise and records stand, the bat swings true, the ball flies far, under the sun or under star. From Sachin's straight drive, a sight divine, to Dhoni's calm, under pressure fine, Virat's aggression, UV's flare, in every match, India's flair.
Okay. What is this, guys? Any idea? Now, whatever the text on this your screen, someone is reading your test or text. Is it agree? Now, who is reading? Have you used any application? Anything? Yes.
Computer?
W- Yes. Yes, Chandu.
Yeah. It's reading by computer.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is reading by. So, how is it possible? Yes, it is all thing has been possible by using the voice has been generated using one of the AI tool called Lovo. So, what is the full form of Lovo? Is love your voice. So, whenever you are given a text to Lovo, based on the given text, automatically the voice is being generated by the Lovo AI, beautiful Lovo AI tool. Am I right? Now the question comes, who has generated the text? None other than the primary tool or everyone love tool called ChatGPT. Now, if you don't know anything, for example, have you ever felt anyone have a dream to become a director of a director, film director? Anyone have ever thought or dreamt about to become a director of film?
I did.
I did. Okay, Rishabh, let me take an example of you. Majority as a director, what do you feel is really difficult for you? If whenever you thought or dreamt about a director, which what are the challenges you observed? Story narration,
Coordinating between different fields and yeah,
hmm,
basically coordinating between different fields.
coordinating between the different fields. Before you coordinate between the different field as a director, first you need to write the story, right?
Yes,
So for story writing, you thought about you spend hours and hours. Probably if
yes.
ChatGPT was there on the time, you can give your thought process, your thought to ChatGPT. Will it give you some idea? Or will narrate some story to you?
Maybe.
Probably, yes. Probably, yes, right?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
right. Now, okay, that is what one of the things that can be done because how is it possible? Of course, it is all possible with the help of generative AI, with the help of generative AI, right? um, with the help of generative AI. Next thing, so and okay, you have a story, you don't have a time to read it, or you don't know how to read the story. Probably, let's take an example of uneducated, illiterate person who don't know anything. What if you explain to him? You don't know how to read, but you can explain via some text, newspaper. For example, let me talk about my father. He never studied anything, right? But you don't know how to read also, you don't know how to write also, but you want to read the newspaper. If I given a text newspaper to Lovo tool, will it read for my father? Will it help to read my father? Definitely yes, right? Similarly, you don't have much time to read the story, or you don't have much time to read a thing. Just with the help of Lovo tool can be done. How is it possible? Again, the voice is generated using Lovo tool. It has all happened because of generative AI, and text has been generated with the help of generative. Okay, go ahead. Mm. Next thing. Next, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Pre- President.
President Trump, right? From last few days. How many of you following the stock markets? How many are following the stock market? How many are following the stock market? No one? No one? Chandu?
Yeah.
Alok?
Yes.
Right. From now, how no, how frequently is the news from last 10 days or 1 week?
Almost every day.
Every day, not only every day, every
Alternate.
second.
Alternate. Yeah. Mm.
Every second. Do you know why? Any reason? Any reason? Any reason, guys, why is the news from last 10 days? Come on,
To
come on,
Because of
make
hurry up.
America
tariffs.
great again.
Make America great again with the help of tariffs, right? So
Yes.
tariff. But now I've seen him here in this enjoying, is relaxing in the. Can you guess what is the place of this? One of the famous place in India, Goa. He is relaxing and enjoying in Goa. Is it possible? Have you ever been to Goa, Trump? Have you ever Trump been to Goa? Have you Trump been to India? Or sorry, Trump been to India is enjoying. Been to India in 2020 February. But the question is, have you ever been to Goa? He never been to Goa. Now, how this image been generated? How this image has been generated? The image has been generated again with the help of another tool called MidJourney AI tool. MidJourney AI tool. And again, it is possible with the help of generative AI. So, two things we have learned. With the help of generative AI, we can read the voice, or we can read the text in the form of voice. We can generate the text. And third thing, we can also generate the image. Do you agree? So, with the help of generative AI, we can generate the text, image, or voice. And of course, video also can be possible. Now, the question coming to the mind, what is generative AI? So, we understand what generative AI can does. But what do you mean by generative AI? What is generative AI? What is generative AI? Right, let's understand that with a simple example. So let's understand AI. First of all, in the generative AI, before understanding generative AI, let's understand the term called AI. So, there are two things. One is humans' natural intelligence. Second is missions artificial intelligence. So, what does it mean by humans' natural intelligence? What do you mean by humans' natural intelligence? Natural, for example, let's say anyone married in this group? Anyone married?
Yes.
Chandu, anyone have kids? Recent kids? I mean,
No.
the kids who is have a less than a year,
Mhm.
less than 9 months, less than 1 month, 6 months. Anyone? No one?
Yes. 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 Got it.
Krishna, can I take your name?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
there
Sure.
permission? Krishna, may I know? First of all, congratulations to you. Do you have boy or girl?
No, no, I have two girls. I mean, my second baby have 9 months.
Very good. Okay, nice, nice, Krishna. Beautiful. Now, when you have a girl, baby girl, small kid, cutie girl, how did you feel when she born?
Yeah, yeah, I felt very happy actually.
You felt
Because,
very, very happy. Am I right?
yes,
Is the emotions are artificial or natural?
it's natural. It's a
I
natural.
mean, I'm not asking you general. I'm talking about. Don't
No, no,
mind.
no. I understand. I understand your point. I totally understand your point. It's completely natural.
Completely natural. Very, very nice. Not only Krishna. I mean, the feelings it will be
Yes.
for everyone. You are really, really happy, right? Suppose, let's say, some bad incident, some unfortunate incident happened at your in your family. How do you feel? How do you
Yeah,
feel, guys?
that was a sad moment, right? So
Sad moment. You'll be very sad. Is it natural or artificial?
again, that was also natural.
Natural. So here, human natural intelligence is, which is a natural. So how it came from biological learning and with the help of reasoning. Reasoning is critical thinking. So let me talk about some of the examples of this next slide. That language mystery. So child learning to speak just by listening. For example, the Krishna, probably Krishna daughter probably trying to speak mama, mom, dad, maybe probably in his respective language, amma, dad, nana, or dad, something. How she know about it? Why she spoke about only dad or mom? Why not? How are you doing? Why not? Where are you going? Because everyone tell us she is your mom, 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 right? Similarly, Similarly, whatever the child is playing and everything, which are natural thinking, which are natural thinking. Let me tell you one example. Let me tell you about one example. Suppose, let me take an example. Anyone is here? Mali. Mali, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Mali, let me take an example. Is our, I mean, okay, let me take an example. Mali, if I slap you, what will happen? Because he's a known person to me, he's also our employee, so I've taken him only instead of taking other. Okay, Malli, if I slap you, what will happen? I mean, not only Malli, everyone, in case. Okay, let's take an example. Krishna, as you're speaking, right? If you don't mind, can I take your name, right? Krishna?
Yeah, yeah, sure,
Krishna,
sure.
Krishna, if I slap you, what will you do?
Mhm.
What will you do? If I slap in your face, what will you do? Tell me honestly.
Yeah, yeah. I feel bad at the same time. Maybe I mean I can react also, even if I'm also angry.
If you are also angry, you'll react. How do you
Yes.
react? How do you
Yes,
react?
maybe maybe I
Tell
can
me, tell
slap
me,
it.
tell
I
me,
can
tell me.
slap
No,
it back also.
yes, exactly. You can slap me. Very good. Chandu, what do you do?
Of course, I will be angry.
Angry? See, so the reason is the all these things. How does no? How do you know? Let me ask a question. When I slap you on your face, you got angry, and you'll also react to that, and you'll slap me again. Very well. Who told you to make angry? How told you to react? How it has happened?
It will automatically happen from maybe,
From?
yeah, maybe our internal brain or
Let's say, Chandu, if I slap in her face, what happened? So entire body and then our body entire connected with the nerves. Do you agree with me?
yeah.
So now what happens when I slap in your face or when I slap on your anywhere in your body? First, the pain you'll get the pain. How do you get
Mhm.
the pain? Is that first you'll get some reaction. The reaction is the nerves will tell to the mind will react will tell you to respond. Think it just when someone slaps you, just think in what happens. Similarly here, the naturally the brain suggesting you or insisting you that react to that. That is called biological learning. That is called biological learning. Understood the meaning?
Yeah.
Understood the meaning? Krishna, Chendu, Yogesh, Malli.
Yes, Kotin.
Now understand the meaning of biological learning? So
Yes.
okay. Now missions. missions artificial intelligence. I'll talk about that, which is the learning intelligence using the data, or programmed or learning intelligence using the data. For example, I suggest to, so I said that I've written some program to call, respond, then only it does. I've written a program with respect to the program only it will do. This based on the data, it will happen, it will work. So this is what the meaning of the intelligence here, machine intelligence. I'll talk about some of the example. Image recognitions. So Google Photos identify the faces automatically. For example, let me talk about let me talk about mm, let me talk about the some of the thing called who is the president of America. Okay. When I ask the question to the Google, what happened? Google has given some answer. The president of America or US is Donald Trump. Now tell me, let me ask a question. How does Google know about the president of America is Donald Trump?
Someone has inputted it.
Someone has inputted it. Okay. Let me ask a question. Okay, let me ask a question to ChatGPT. Okay, forget about this. ChatGPT. Krishna, your full name?
Yeah, Murali Krishna.
What is the daughter? What is the name of Murali Krishna daughter? Okay.
Yeah.
So just I've searched here. See here. Listen carefully, sir. Listen carefully. Right. I've asked a question. What is the name of Murali Krishna daughter? The name Murali Krishna is shared by several individuals, each with a daughter. Dr. Murali Krishna, forensic scientist, he has two daughters named Smriti Krishna, Swati Krishna. Murali Krishna, actor and assistant director, married to actor. In 2000, they have daughter named Anirudh. Murali Krishna Devi, founder of Divi Laboratories, his daughter Neelima Prasid Devi serves as the whole time director, commercial. Now, listen carefully, very, very important. If you are referring to different Murali Krishna, please provide more context or detail to assist further. Similarly, let's look into here. What I said here. What I said here. So the program are learned intelligence using the data. So what happens? What machine learning or artificial intelligence? If you have available data, whatever the data is available, based on the available data, it will search the required operation. If, as we are referring Murali Krishna, which Murali Krishna is it? Probably Murali Krishna would have probably surname, right? Murali Krishna
Yeah, yeah.
probably have surname, right? Maybe what is your surname?
Matta, M-A-T-T-A.
M-U-T-T-A,
Yep.
Matta, M-
M-A-T-T-A.
Matta Murali Krishna, example.
Yes.
So when I said the Matta Murali Krishna, then did ChatGPT refer the Matta Murali Krishna? No, right? When you feed the data to ChatGPT, then only it will give. So because it learned from the intelligence using the data. So artificial intelligence, machines are artificial intelligence, always learn from the existing data. Similarly, here image recognition, Google Photos identify the faces automatically. Probably in your gallery, be it Android or anything, or iPhone, probably you can see the in your photos you can see the some names automatically based on the names it will suggest you based on the faces it identify the autonomous driving, text generation, essays, email or code, virtual assistants, Alexa, Google. Hey Alexa, stop working now. Probably Siri, even if you're using the iWatch, hey Siri, stop workout today. Stop workout cycling. Just you're giving. Hey, Siri, call to Mr. Mahesh. This is all pre-coded. It is all existing. Suppose now, does Matta Murali Krishna mobile number is available with me? Do you think Matta Murali Krishna, as you're referring Matta Murali Krishna, his mobile number available with me? No, right?
No.
He has not. If I ask you, if I ask you, if I ask you, hey, call to Matta Murali Krishna. If I ask Siri, in your mobile, can you try? Everyone? Hey, call to Matta Murli Krishna. It says contact not found. Am I right? Why it has happened? Because the data does not exist. So the artificial intelligence will work based on the existing data. What about the human intelligence based on the creativity? Artist painting unique abstract piece. Empathy, right? Hypothesis from the experience, critical thinking, all some of the examples of the artificial intelligence. Are you clear about this? Are any confusion, any doubts about this? Perfect. Now, okay, sir, you've given an example, but tell me what is the definition of AI? What is the definition of AI? Artificial. AI is field of computer science, focus on creating intelligence machines that perform tasks typically require human intelligence. So simple to say, it is a it is a part of or a field of computer science. Basically, it is help us to creating or replicating the human intelligence with the help of machine to perform the specific task. So, right, that is what the meaning of AI. People don't think AI is something new. Just AI is being created, or it is a kind of creating intelligence machine to create a specific task, right? As like as the way human perform the specific task, AI also does the things. Some of the examples of this: ChatGPT, OpenAI. ChatGPT is OpenAI. The parent company of ChatGPT is OpenAI. It is a conversational AI for customer service, education, some content, coding help, and many more. So let me ask a question: How many of you have used the? How many of you never used the ChatGPT so far? Anyone have never used the ChatGPT so far? Just give me 1 second, guys. Hmm. So can I say that conversational AI for the customer service, education? Anyone have never used the ChatGPT? Okay. Okay. Let me ask you one question. Let me ask you ChatGPT. Can you create? Can you write a love story, a love letter? I cannot use a love letter. Forget about. I'm not a kid no more. Can I write a mm, beautiful? Okay. Let's write a beautiful message to wife on her birthday. Maybe majority of them are married in this group. Probably I'm writing this message. See here. Can you write? So it has given something, right? So ChatGPT. So that is what this is our daily task. So when someone birthday, you will send a message, right? Happy birthday. Instead of sending normal message, she has written some text. Can you write simple text? And so here, very simple. I'm so lucky to have in my life. You make every day better with your smile and kinder. Their heart. Thank you for being amazing person you are. And if you write this message, if you send this message to your wife, how she feel? How she feel? Come on. But how many of you having a creativity to write like such messages? Probably personally I don't have. Probably have taken help from some tool. Right. Maybe how many of us struggling to write a mail to your manager or CEO or your director? Majority of us. Why don't you take help from ChatGPT, which can help us it? So that's what here, as I mentioned, here ChatGPT using for the ChatGPT using for your daily task. Like that's what example I given, coding and all, content creation and all. Yeah, healthcare diagnostics. Probably if I diagnosing disease from the scans, X-rays, and the patient's data. Right, right, right. And Tesla full self-driving car. FSD means full self-driving beta. right? AI powered automation, vehicle recognitions, navigations. Amazon AI personal recommended products based on the browsing and purchasing patterns. AI, Amazon AI personalization, Amazon Q also is there. So these are the some of the examples of artificial intelligence. Now, any questions, guys? Any doubt so far? Any questions? Any doubt? I'm just giving the flavor of what is there and all, just at this point. Let me tell you example. Uh, can you tell me what is the rarest diseases? What is the rarest disease as of now?
Cancer.
Cancer. Okay, let me ask a question. How to detect brain cancer? Okay, I've asked this question. Okay, maybe some biopsy. This is a tumor is found. If a tumor is biopsy, removing all small sample, then to confirm it is a cancerous or not. Some additional test, right? Blood test, genetic test, like maybe they have done. If you have a report, for some report, maybe I don't have any report to if anyone, a report automatically. Okay, let's find out the one report from the internet only. Whether tell or not, let's see. Cancer test reports. Oh, sorry. I think it is asking the details. I don't want the. Um, 1 second. Copy image. I'll ask ChatGPT. Do you have? Can you check what is the disease? Okay. Using above screenshot. See what it is. See, we don't know. Are able to see the report perfectly? No, right? But there is a little low to read. Alice Akra. However, I can guide you with the how to interpret this one. So because it clearly saying that image is not clear, which is a complete blood report, platelets and all. If you can upload the clear version, I can help interpret the more details, suggest what they might indicate. Let me know how would you like to proceed. That is what the meaning. That is what the healthcare does, right? Some of the examples of this. Okay, what are the different fields of AI? The fields of AI are three different fields. So very, very important, guys. Very, very important, guys. Listen carefully. The artificial intelligence, everyone think about, okay, AI tool. If you want to be an expert in the artificial intelligence, you need to learn it is the umbrella of three different fields, such as like machine learning, deep learning, and reinforcement. Machine learning enables algorithm to gain knowledge from the past experience and enhance their performance without needed the direct programming. So what machine learning does, it gains the knowledge from the past experience and enhance the performance without the direct program. Let me tell you about again. Fortunately, I need Krishna help. Krishna,
Uh,
as you have a kid of 9 months,
Okay.
probably you know right when they will cry.
Yeah. Yeah. Mostly.
Mostly right. How when they will cry?
So
Probably you
when
can.
they feel, yeah, yeah,
Probably you
when they
can
feel hungry,
when they feel angry. Okay.
and when they go for sleep. I mean,
Uh
because
huh.
they go for sleep,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and sometimes when they, when they panic
Mm, mm.
by looking at something.
Okay. How do you know all these things,
That
Krishna? How
because
do you
I'm
know all these things?
I'm experiencing it, right? So maybe with my first
Probably,
startup. Yeah.
yeah, based on your past experience, you're
Uh,
thinking, right?
Correct.
Anyone have a kid of 3 years? Anyone have a kid of 3 years, 2, 3 years? Anyone else? Anyone else have kid of 3 years? I don't know their personal information, guys. Don't worry. Anyone have kid of 3 years? No one? Okay. Let me ask you, let me tell you. Machine learning is like as your kid. For example, if you teach ABCD to kid of 2 years or 3 years, do you think will they able to remember? Do you think will they able to remember? Chandu?
Maybe not immediately.
Maybe not. If you teach them, likely chances they make mistakes. Not only the alphabets, probably it could be numbers also. If we say 1, 2, 3, 4, probably after 5 they can say they skip or they 5 and they'll tell something 6 or they tell something about 8. Am I right? Am I right? So first to go they cannot able to teach you, tell you all these things. If you correct their mistakes, what is the likely chances to make mistake again? Second iteration also they make some mistake. In third iteration also they make some mistakes. So when keep on practicing them multiple times, what is the likely chances to make the mistakes? Probably very, very less. Okay, let me tell you about one example. Ali Firdos, are you there? Ali Firdos, are you there? John, are you there?
Yes.
John.
Yeah.
John,
Yeah.
if I ask you to run for 2 kilometers without stop, what do you do? Will you able to run
Okay.
with a speed of 10 kilometers per hour?
No.
Maybe no. Very good. In first day, how many minutes you may I mean you can run? Maybe 1 minute without stop.
Yeah.
Probably. Second day, 1.5 minute.
2, 3. Yeah.
Third day, 2 minutes. Fourth day, 3 minutes. Fifth day, 6 minutes. Seventh or 10th day, maybe you can 8 minutes. Right?
Yeah.
Similarly, you are learning from your experience day 1, what you have done the mistake, from day 2, from day 3. Similarly, as your kid, as like your learning experience, machine learning also gain the knowledge from the past experience and enhance the performance. So, sir, okay, let me tell you about one simple story. Okay, let me tell you after deep learning, I'll tell you all these things. Okay, deep learning employs set of algorithms which is known as neural network, which are modeled after the functions of human brains. Like deep learning work as your human brains. Deep learning works with the help of neural network, which neural is nothing but kind of neuron which connected to entire body based on this. So reinforcement helps machine learn by experimenting and making the mistakes with the inputs from human. Remember the question? Did I ask the Murli Krishna? What is the daughter name of Murli Krishna? He is given some known people, but we require the information of Mata Murli Krishna. It is asking input from the human. First, he made the mistake. He did not given the answer. But again, it has asked the input from the human, and it has taken input from the human. And in future, it guided with a better decision or better learning outcomes. It guided with a better learning outcome. Am I right? So, okay, that is what. If you know about these three things, you are done with the AI. If you want to understand the generative AI, you must understand about this. Okay, let me talk about. So everyone have some myth. Let me talk about this. Sir, I want to learn generative AI. I'm just talking about the simple example one. Okay, let's understand the meaning of chat GPT. What is a chat meaning? Let's understand. Chat means
Messaging.
general chat means
It's interaction to the mission or
are
interaction to the person.
communication between the two parties, right? Simple to say.
Yes.
Two parties, it could be humans or it could be one mission to other mission or it could be mission to human. Could be possible anything, right? Right. Now everyone have heard about ChatGPT, GPT. What is the full form of GPT? The GPT full form is, anyone guess?
Generative program functions.
Right. So look into it. I'll ask the ChatGPT only. What is the GPT form, full form of GPT? Generative pre-trained models, or sorry, pre-trained transformers. Look into here. GPT stands for generative pre-trained. Very, very important the term. Transformers. Generative means it can generate the text, or it can generate the image, it can generate the voice, it can generate the video. It can generate the text means like answering questions, writing essays. Pre-trained means it is already been trained on large amount of data before fine-tuned for a specific task. That is what the LLMs. So already model has been trained on large amount of data, large volume of data before fine-tune. Transformer refers to deep to process to build the model on large volume of data. We understand the deep learning architecture to process understanding. So let me explain here the full form of generative pre-trained transformers. Here transformers basically help us to understand the language. The language could be text language or anything. To understand the language, we need to understand the concept of encoding and decoding. Now, what is the meaning of encoding and decoding? Encoding and decoding. What is the meaning of encoding and decoding? Encoding means generally, do you think computers can understand text language? Do you think computer can understand the image? Do you
No,
think
sir.
computers do you think computer can understand the English language? Computers can understand only the binary language. Now you are giving a text. Can you tell me what is the daughter name of Murali Krishna? You're giving some text. What encoding decoding does, it convert the language into encoding decoding where computer can understand, where system can understand. This encode, okay, what system can understand? That also need to remember. For that, we are going to use LSTM. So we need to remember, right? You need to process means for your task, you need to remember, right? That is called long short-term memory. Long short-term memory. For this long short-term memory also, how this it can be done with the concept of NLP, natural language processing. Text, natural language means texted. So for NLP, natural language processing, for this NLP to build a model on NLP, we required algorithm called deep learning, DL. We said discuss, right? Deep learning. This is the deep learning, right? So for the deep learning, you want to understand the concept of deep learning, you require the machine learning, because text data, how to build a base model. That is what machine learning. If you want to understand the machine learning, you require the statistics, basic statistics. In-depth is not required. Earlier we used to. If you want to perform all these things, you require a programming language called Python. You require a programming language called Python. You require a programming language called Python. In Python itself, we can perform all these things. Just Python plus machine learning. Okay. So there are different ways we can get a job. Let me talk about the Word document. Let me talk about the Word document. For example, you have 1 year, 2 years of experience, 1 year or 2 years. You require to learn the skills of machine learning. Can you see my screen, right, everyone? Machine learning plus SQL plus Python plus statistics plus Power BI. One visualization tool. If you know about these things, you will work as a data analyst. You'll get opportunity as a data analyst, or you will get opportunity as a junior data scientist. And of course, now junior data scientist, now this is also called a business analytics. Am I right, Ashish? Am I right? Ashish, are you there?
Yes, yes, sir. Correct.
Is this? So is right. Next, for the above skills, business analytics or data analyst with PySpark plus model deployment. Model deployment. So model deployment is called data scientist. In model deployment, we can talk also called ML ops. ML ops. Guys, if you see the opportunities for ML ops, only ML ops, there are plenty of opportunities are available in the market now, right? So next, if you know about along with the data scientist plus deep learning plus NLP plus generative AI, then they called AI engineer, or we can say prompt engineer or generative AI specialist. So with our course, we can able to learn these many all skills. So here the content of the course which I want to show you that generative introduction to generative AI. The course is generative which cover all these things and architecture impacting the tools, the application and ethical consideration, no code app development, how to create your own LLMs. So responsibility of AI and its challenges. Sorry, where I'm going. Sorry, my bad, my bad. My bad. I'm going. So with the generative AI. So choose your desired course, register 5 days free session, right? Intro preparation, course completion certificate, LinkedIn profile, and all. Before I show you all these things, can you try this tool, everyone? Can I try this tool? I'm sending in your chat box. Can you open your laptops? Can you do along with me? Can you do this? Can you open this? Can you log in? Everyone, please, I would request everyone to do. Everyone. Hello. Guys, are you there? Please.
Yes, yes, we
Hello.
are doing.
Yeah, open login. I mean, I do have, let's sign up it first. Everyone like with me. Let me write down the name called Koti Reddy. And just give your email ID. Mali, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Can you tell me one mobile number? I don't have the spare mobile number.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. So I'm done.
WhatsApp number.
Yeah, WhatsApp number, right? 970. If the number is
970.
not an issue, right?
Already should be, should not be there. Should be, should be available.
I think just yes, sir, let's try this one, sir. 9353
9353. 1 second.
yeah
1074
1074 9898.
98. Correct number. Check it.
Yes,
Guys,
sir.
everyone do this.
One zero
Someone
seven.
asked me, right? I think Rishabh or someone asked, I did not remember who asked me this question. They want to create their own LLMs, right? Someone asked me this question. Who asked this question?
It's me.
Chandu. This is the one of our real world LM application which is created by us, our students,
Okay.
which we are using this. That's what I'm showing this to everyone. It is a AI interview hub basically. Automate the entry process. I'm just signing up this. It is loading, guys. Oh, already exists, huh? Okay, if it is already exist, it will throw an error. It won't be. Please give your words. Okay, it went to the email verification to me. Let's check this. Verify OTP. Malli, tell me the OTP.
Checking, sir. Just,
Malli.
yeah. Note it, sir. 5187
5187
48.
48. Very good. OTP verified successfully. Now it is asking the password. Number, tell me the number.
9353
9353
1074
Hmm.
98.
See, guys, this is how the looks like. Basically, we create our own LLMs to understand the entry process. Basically, at this point, we have a four different steps. One is the resume analyzer, technical skills, behavioral skills, and as well as the MCQ test. Now you have not uploaded any resume. Please upload the resume. I'm clicking the upload. So I'm taking example of Sharanya resume. Submit. I'm taking the example of one resume. So here example, I'm giving the data engineer. Maybe you can give the data scientist also. Data scientist with, I can say AI engineer. Okay, let's try the AI engineer job description here. Let's see. Roles and responsibilities, right? See, I just copied this. Okay, enter here. Job description, submit. It analyzing the resume. It is analyzing the. By the way, this is created by me, our team, and of course me, with the help of LLM models only. Analysis done. See here. It has given the, of course, I've randomly assigned some role. Read compatibility 65%, overall score, your resume 66%, your ATA score is this. So look into the, is it fitful? Is it fit or to your resume or not? Look into here. Missing skills. The missing skills which require deep learning, TensorFlow, NLP, computer vision, chatbots, these are all not available. What are the match skills? Python, machine learning, these are the match scores. Readability, 60%. Right? Skill gap analysis. See here. What gap analysis given? The resume demonstrates strong expertise in data engineering. However, for AI engineer role, the significant gap exists in the critical AI skills. Missing skills include deep learning, neuro linguistic, computer vision, and all. So one way we have done just resume analysis. Next thing, just go with the next. Okay, this is what about the resume analyzer. Next, see, this is what the example. Now, very interview process. Let's say I want to select the topic. I want to select the data science.
Welcome to machine learning interview.
So let's go with the first MCQ questions. Start. Let's say I select the Python, SQL, machine learning, deep learning, NLP, statistics, cloud platform. So cloud is required, right? What is the measure of sentence most affected by outliers? Mean. What does ANOVA stands for? Analysis of variance. The mean of GPA all students is 2.3. I mean, just I'm giving some answers. So submit all the things. See reports. So I given 3 questions out of 3 correct answers. All 3 correct answers. So you can practice this way whenever you want to choose a topic. And most important thing is, let's say select data science.
Welcome to machine learning interview.
Start behavioral questions. Let's say I start the behavioral questions. Because I am in the meeting, so turn on, you are unable to, because already I shared in the screen, because of that it is not allowing. If you try yourself, you are not meeting, it will work for you. Anyone are trying? This is the tool which we created with the help of LLMs. For me it is not working because already
Welcome
I'm sharing
to machine learning
already I'm
interview.
sharing my screen. Start. You can ask the JD project and all. Still you can go with the behavioral questions also. Data
Welcome
science.
to machine learning interview.
Right. So please allow camera microphone access to your browser settings. Right. How to allow? Right. I mean, because why it is not allowing me? Because of that, turn on camera means unable to access camera. Please check your permissions. The reason, because already I'm sharing my screen because of this. Right. And this is the one of the example of LLM which we created by KSR team, not someone's applications. End of the day, end of the day, end of the course, I can promise you to build similar application. That's what I can promise you from the course. Maybe you have some other thought which could be helpful with the help of AI agents and all. Of course, we have used the AI agents and everything. That can be done with the help of this course. That promise I can assure you. So in this course, what we cover about this, so first Excel. Excel, we can, majority of, if you want to be a data scientist or anything, data analyst or anything, you are need to understand the Excel. Generally, we conduct Excel 3 months once for all the students. SQL, Python, PySpark, machine learning, Power BI, GitHub, and GenAI, all the GenAI concept. So this Excel, next to SQL, all the SQL guys, data aggregation, joins, and we have covered in the different projects, assignments, right? After each project, next we'll talk about the Python. After every topic of the Python, we'll give the projects of the Python, right? Different projects in the Python, right? Sales data consolidation, customer feedback cleaning, employee performance. These are the different projects we do cover as part of this, right? Data, this is a part of statistics part, EDM, probability. This probability is all is required to understand about their NLP and all. Central limit theorem, machine learning, right? Introduction to machine learning, data pre-processing, support vector mission. Support vector mission basically will help you and build the NLP models. It is really, really important for image recognitions and all, right? Feature engineering, model optimization. We have covered the different projects, ensembling models, right? Neural networks, generative applications, LLMs, prompt engineering, RAG model, I mean, different prompt engineering techniques, building chatbots, right? Right, advanced prompt engineering techniques, AI-powered business applications, RAG models with the help of AI agents and the lang chains, right? PySpark also will be covered in the course, right? Power BI also will be covered in this course. We will, depends on the time, if otherwise we can give the video records, self-paced records for Power BI. GitHub. GitHub also really important to understand this. And some of the hiring companies where we have majority of the openings, these are our students. For data analyst, we got the data scientist, we got this, right? Right, data engineers, right? So these are our students. We got the data scientist, ER designer to data scientist, BPO to data scientist. We have some testimonial they worked. You can go and check it here. Any questions, guys? Any doubts? No. I can send you the course content also. The group chat. I send you the chat in course content also. Now, any questions, guys? Any doubt? In tomorrow class, we will understand about the how to generate your application. Some of the applications we'll see in the real world example. Some of the real world application with the no coding based platforms. You can see the some of the applications of generative AI. Okay. Thank you. Yes, Chandu.
Yeah, nothing like you mentioned like SQL, right? So
Mm,
are we going to learn MongoDB, Postgres, like
No, MySQL.
MySQL? Because those are like open sources, and in recent
MySQL.
times it was being used frequently and mostly, right? So
MySQL will be sufficient for NLP and all. MongoDB can be used, but nowadays no one is using this MongoDB.
Postgres is being used.
Hmm.
So just want to
Postgres, see, if you know one SQL language, the syntax is a very minor difference. There's no much difference. Yeah. So does it require engineering background? Sorry, I joined late. No, not required. You can any degree, non-IT, IT, anything you can join. There is no degree specifications here. Next question. MongoDB will be covered, sir, in this course. Yes, MySQL and MongoDB will be covered, not PostgreSQL. See, even if I talk about SQL itself, I can teach SQL for 1 year. But we cannot cover, right? Everything is not possible, right, sir? Yes. Next question, please. Yes. Naveen Jada. Go ahead, Naveen. First, what we will do, we will start with the Python from machine learning, and then we'll start the weekends. We'll take the Excel classes because the Excel will take almost 20-25 days. So because there are not only from data science, for other courses also Excel is required. So generally we conduct Excel classes over the weekends. Yeah. For after every class, we'll give the materials, video recording available for 1 year live access. Okay. Now, any questions, guys? Any doubt? Okay. If no questions, shall I wrap up the session?
Can we get the timeline for the topics
Fix.
what you have mentioned?
Yeah. We have timelines, everything. I'll show you in tomorrow class. I kept somewhere.
Sure.
Cannot able to open now. I can show you in the tomorrow class.
Yeah.
Automation end-to-end project and tools. You mean to say, Rishabh, automation end-to-end project means so I did not understand your question exactly. What is your
Okay. So you mentioned about the hierarchical diagram, right, in your whiteboard.
Yeah.
So encoding, decoding, and
Yeah.
LSTML.
Mm.
So all this you try to do like train certain data, get it, split it, train it, fit it, and then you have any model where you try to register, and then you also mentioned about like model improvements on the lasso and right. So
Yeah.
all this, if you're trying to do like how to automate it, like in a long run, sir, today I have worked on
See,
certain problem, for example. Okay, on a long run, the data could be the data we are not sure at all, right? Today the data could be correct, tomorrow the data could be wrong.
correct.
And so the data, the model accuracies and everything tries to change, right? So how to
Correct.
monitor that and try to
See
get to
that
the
I
yeah.
understood the question. For that, we are introducing a topical deployment there I explained called ML ops.
Yeah, you mentioned on that, like how come you try to cover those
See,
topics? I just
basically,
want to,
what happens, especially, let me tell you about that. When things will be like this, I'm at a high level, I'm explaining this. First step is the business problem.
yes.
From the business problem, you will generate the hypothesis. How to solve the problem, what are the hypothesis assumptions you are assuming. From the hypothesis, you will check the data cleaning. sorry, data collection. From the data collection to data cleansing. From the data cleaning, you build the model, machine learning model building. Once you build the model, what happens? You validate the model. Model validation. Whenever you build the model, so based on the model type, it will give the model equation. So next time what you do when you, and then finally monitoring, model monitoring, right? How your model is performing, especially heavily we use in the banking industry. There is a separate team will be there.
Yes.
Yes, heavily generally even model monitoring. So whatever the metrics you, for example, you can measure the accuracy, PSI, GSI, and
Score.
CSI, score concentration, rank ordering. These are the metrics do you measure? You will measure generally. Right. I mean, depends on the problem to problem. So what pipeline does basically, you create a one pipeline, machine learning that is called ML pipeline. The pipeline, you will gather the data. So in the data cleaning, what are the steps you have used in the training data time? The same metrics you will also use here. And then model building. So just model equation you can use. And then end of the day, you'll get the predictions. The predictions will be monitored using the monitoring. Based on the escalation policy, based on the breach policies, which defined by the business, I will talk about the in detail later. Breach policies. If anything breaches are happening, the monitoring team will rise and rebuild the model. That's why it happens. So any data is not correct, we can use the PSI metric. Stability issues or anything. Movements of the data stability. Right. Of course, in detail, like if I also explain now, it will be difficult to understand the people. Yeah, Gajanan, the course is for 6 months, guys. To cover all these things, it will be 6 months, daily 1.5 hour class. 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. IST, the same time daily. And if you support me to, if you give me extra time, because people are working people, they won't get that time over the weekends. But I can take the class Monday to Friday. If you give me extra time, I can explain the different projects, Saturday and Sundays. Right, as a special class and it. But
that would be great.
But that is up to you, because if everyone are okay, then only. Right. But I can convince one time, if not 2 times, 3 times. If you give me more and more time, I can explain the more projects, more differential thinking in the real world experiences. I don't want to keep, I don't want to just tell about the basics or something like, where it is not useful in the real world. Right. Let's say you're done on SQL. End of the day, you should do a project of SQL. For other batch, I think other batch. Mali, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Different of system?
Not exactly, sir, but we earlier posted in our group, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, I can show because let me stop the recording, guys.
I will text in the